Hello there, what's up? Cormando here. Welcome to my NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2 predictions video. It's a bit of a mouthful there, but we got there. Or NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2016, however you prefer to look at it. We're going to get straight into all the matches here. I've actually quite enjoyed the build to a few of these matches, but let's get crack-a-lagging. First one, Joey Samoa, that's what I like to call him, Joey Samoa. Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the NXT Championship. Quite enjoyed the build to this. They had like a little interview thing this week, and Shinsuke was being Shinsuke, and Joe got like pissed off and had to be like restrained back. It was pretty good. But the best part in the build to this was I think it was it last week or the week before, where I can't remember if they like signed the contract or they got in the ring. They were in the ring anyway. I think it was a contract sign. I can't remember. They were in the ring and Shinsuke comes out and he's like teasing him and saying stuff, and like Joe gets held back, and then he goes up. I can't believe this happened, but he goes up and he grabs his nose and pretends to take his nose away, and the crowd just goes nuts and loses it. Joe's going nuts. I thought it was awesome. I thought that was really, really funny. Just totally out of nowhere. Didn't expect it at all. I thought that was really cool. But apart from that, it's been a pretty decent build to the match, surprisingly, which just saying something for NXT because there isn't usually a lot of good build. But this one's been all right. I feel so anyway. But I would like to see, and I think it would be best for NXT for Shinsuke Nakamura to win, and I hope this will be a good match. Both Shinsuke and Joe are capable of good matches, so them together could create magic. Here's hoping anyway. So I'm going to go with Shinsuke for the win. I like Shinsuke. I like Joe. A lot of people are saying that Joe could go up to the main roster, but that's been being said for a while. But Shinsuke for the win. Next one is Asuka versus Billie for the NXT Women's Championship. Some people are saying that Billie could become the first two-time champ, but I don't know. I have my doubts. Maybe, but I don't know. I kind of feel that Asuka should have been the one to defeat Nia Jax. Who Nia Jax should have been the one to defeat Billie or something ages ago. I kind of feel they ruined Nia Jax in NXT by having her lose too early and too much to Billie. Just my opinion. But she's on Raw now and beating up jobbers every week, so she's doing her thing. But I'll go with Asuka for the win, and the build's been alright. It's been okay. It could have been a bit more. It's kind of been lacking a little bit, but it's been alright, I guess. Not near like Joe and Nakamura, but it's been okay. But I would just like to see more build, and I don't know, Asuka, she's very rarely there. It's a bit like when Sasha was champ. She's never there. So hopefully they improve on that. And I would like to see what they're going to do next, because they do actually seem to be pushing some new women now in NXT, which they weren't really doing. They were sort of doing it with Carmella and Alexa and Nia, and now they're all gone. But they seem to sort of be starting to push new people now, which is good. Finally, you've got so many there, and now they are starting to do it, so that's a good thing. I'll go with Asuka. Will it be a good match? I don't know. I mean, Brooklyn last year was the match of the year. It was Sasha and Billie. Can that be repeated? Who knows? I'd like to say so. Yes, I'd love to see another amazing match, but I don't know. I think it'll be very submission-based, and submission-based matches, won't get the same appreciation as, say, like a Sasha and Billie did last year, because they had so many amazing moments. I'm not against like submission stuff, but for like the majority of people, there needs to be sort of action and big moves rather than sitting there doing submissions, But I'm gonna go with Asuka for the win. Next, we have Andrade Almas versus Bobby Roode. Oh my God, I'm sure you're one of the many people. I know I am. that absolutely loves Bobby Roode's theme song. Glorious! I love it. And this glorious bomb thing that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are doing is just hilarious. Like I can't describe it, but when I watch it, it's just amazing. Like I've seen every one that they've done. WWE even posted a video of it the other day, and I've watched it again. And even though I've seen all of those ones, I just it's undescribable just how amazing it is. It's just so cool. What the whole thing. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. Go. It's on WWE's channel. It's on their Twitters. They're always posting new ones. It's good. It's very, very good. But Bobby Roode has to win here. I don't think they're using this Almas guy right. Apparently he was some big hit, in the Indies or whatever, as La Sombra, wasn't it? Yeah, La Sombra. But I don't think he's really been used right here. If maybe they need to have him do some more epic moves or what have you. Like, he's not good talker in English. Even though I didn't really make much sense there, but he doesn't speak English very well apparently. Maybe just have him be more of a guy that goes out there and have as awesome matches, but they haven't really been doing that. So the crowd hasn't taken to him either, because they kept having him beat Ty Dillinger, who I feel should be a top NXT star, should be a main eventer, should be an NXT champion, much like Tyler Breeze should have been. The crowd love him. Stop taking all these indie guys in instead of not using the talent you have. Like, kind of defeats the purpose. I said this before. Defeats the purpose of the Performance Center if you're just going to bring in all these indie guys. And I'm always hearing they still want to do that. Still want to bring in all these other guys to beef up NXT. Well, what's the point of the Performance Center if you're not going to use the guys you have there that are doing their thing and are good? I don't get it. But Bobby Roode will win, and it will be glorious. Next, we have the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Tag Team titles. I'd like to see Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa win, and apparently they're coming out with a tag team name soon, or it seems like it's going to happen here at TakeOver, or before, I don't know. They were teasing it, so be interested in what they come up with. But this has a potential to be erection inducing, to say the least. It could be a really amazing match because Gargano and Ciampa are great, Revival are great. Put them together, and amazing things could happen. And the build to this has actually been quite good. It could have been a bit more, but what has happened has been good, I feel. They've had like promos together where they were mocking each other. That thing where they were picking something up, like Gargano and that came out and they were like, I can't remember what it was. You're gonna have to tell me because I've totally forgotten. Like the Revival said something, and then Gargano and that were coming along and pretending to pick up. It wasn't pick up the scraps, I don't think. I can't remember. They were picking stuff up and they were saying stuff about it. They were saying like funny stuff. I can't remember. It was a few weeks ago. But I've enjoyed it. I thought the build's been good. And I just seen my predictions thing. So when I typed in NXT TakeOver on Google, What Cultures thing came up, and they felt that the bloody, what's their names? I can't even remember their names now. The big fat guys with Paul Ellering. Let me bloody find it again. I can't even remember what they're called now. Something of Action? That's not right. I'm finding it. The Authors of Pain, yes. Couldn't remember their bloody name. They felt that they could come out and beat up the winners or something. Maybe. They're taking a slow build to this. Like, they haven't even revealed their names, I don't think, which is weird. But they are taking their time with that. But I do think this Revival match will be great, and I'm going to go with Gargano in that for the win. I'd like to see them win, but even if the Revival win, I will not be disappointed. I just hope it's a phenomenal match, because I know they're capable of it. Next, we have No Way Jose versus Austin Aries. And again, the build has been pretty enjoyable. I just wish there was kind of some more, like the whole thing where Austin was dancing with him on the announce table, commentary table. and then he like smacked him, and I thought that was awesome, and he like beat the crap out of him. I thought that was really cool. And then when I'm really itchy beak right now. When no way Jose, that's kind of annoying. It's hard to say fast. And when he retaliated and came out and like beat up Austin Aries, I thought that was really cool, and I thought that really was a great way to go forward with this character, because he's a fun character and has fun, but also there's a serious side and can beat the crap out of people, which I think is good. And I think had they not called Adam Rose up so soon, I think he could have been the same way. Like, I feel like they should have kept him in NXT for longer. Things could have changed and been a lot different, a lot better. I think it's maybe going to be the same way with No Jose, but except they are going to keep him there and they're going to do some stuff with him. But I think there's potential there. You know, he's a really unique look. You got to admit that. I'm sure he has that whole dancing thing. Some people are against that, but he has a really unique look, and the crowd's behind him. But if he can do that whole thing where he's funny and then he can be really serious and beat the shit out of people, like, he had a really awesome promo, saying he's gonna whip his ass. I thought it was a great promo, and I love Austin Aries like heel, like just like being a douche about fruit. Like, he had a banana and talking about his potassium levels. Then one other day he had like an orange or something. Like, I think that's something they should do more of. Just be this complete douche about healthiness and eating fruit. I think that'd be really cool. I really like that. I just wish we'd see more. I feel like we don't see enough of Austin Aries. I'd like it if there was more consistency with the storyline. Sometimes I get it, but I just wish we could see a little bit more of the feuds. But I don't know. I mean, no way Jose hasn't had a takeover match, I don't think. So maybe he will win this. I don't really know who to go for. So if he hasn't had the match, I'm likely he's going to win it. But I could see Austin winning, maybe by some heelish ways. I'll go with No Way Jose. I think it'll be an alright match. And finally, we have the debuting Ember Moon versus... My beak is really itchy. No, she's not facing my beak, but it would be good because maybe it would stop being itchy. She's going against Billie Kay, who was just announced on this week's episode of NXT. So they are, like I said, they're finally using some new women, which is good. And also this past week's episode of NXT, they had Mandy Rose, who was Amanda on Tough Enough, Daria from Tough Enough, and Nikki Glencross, who's from Scotland and has an insanely I don't know the word to use, but she has a really I don't know how you say this, but she's got a strong Scottish accent. Would that be the way to describe it? I don't know. It's really relatable. I can totally, I don't know how to describe it, but I can sense it. That doesn't sound right, but it's the same with like a Grado and that. Like, oh, I know what he's saying. Like, the way they speak and the things they say. Like, oh, I can understand it, but a lot of other people won't. I don't really know how to describe that. Like, I don't know what to say. But she's Scottish. But they are using some new women now, which is good, because they need to build them up. They really haven't done it since the Four Horsewomen or whatever you left, apart from Billie. They sort of were, and now they've got these new ones coming in, which is good. Billie Kay, when she used that big boot for the first time, the sell was so good, but the last time she did it, it wasn't such a great sell. I think it was against Liv Morgan. But if the sells was well, and it can be a good move, a good finisher. Just whoever's taking it needs to work on the sell, But if Ember Moon's gonna win this one, the promos have been interesting. Looks like she's wearing like some weird elephant trunk type of mask thing. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. Like, I've heard she has a top rope front flipping stunner or something as a finisher. So I'm really interested to see. I think I did look it up one time, but I'm interested to see what goes down here. Yeah, that's it. I don't think unless there's any new news or anything that's happened. Probably there will be something once I've recorded this. It's happened before where I record my predictions and then boom, something comes up and then it's nothing I can do about it, because uploading takes a really long time for me. But that's it. That doesn't seem like there is anything, so that's good. Nothing here either, I don't think. And there's the pre-show's just a half hour again with Morrow and Lita. Lita, she's now on the Raw pre-show and SmackDown pre-shows all the time. I don't think she's good at that role. She just seems kind of like awkward, I guess, and she does botch quite a lot on there. Like the pre-shows I felt were their best was with Corey Graves, David Otunga, and Booker T. Even Graves and Otunga did it with Scott Stanford for like a year, and then Booker T sort of came in for a while, and Booker T also did it for a while before, and then he did start doing commentary, and then he was taken off of it, and then he's back again. But Graves Otunga were great. I thought they were really good at it. They both had like heated debates and stuff. It was really good. Like a lot of people think the pre-shows and that are stupid, but they're actually quite entertaining. Sometimes their interactions together were better than a lot of the things that would happen on the show. Now it's Jerry the King Lawler, Booker T, and Lita. Lita's just, I don't think she's good in that role. I just don't think she's good in that role, to be honest. She just seems really awkward and doesn't really seem like she knows what she's supposed to be saying. I don't know. Booker T's still the best. He's a bit of a savage, to be honest. He just says things, and I'm like, wow, how has he been allowed to say that? It's the same with like Daniel Bryan, like on that Talking Smack and stuff. He comes up with all these. I'll just check my microphone's on. It is. He comes out with all these things, and I'm like, how are you allowed to say that? Like the stuff about the Universal title and Brock Lesnar and all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, how is he not getting in trouble for this? And I just think it's hilarious. Like that like when that Talking Smack thing got announced, obviously I was pissed off because I don't like having more wrestling to watch. But it's actually been really good. It's actually been quite good. Daniel Bryan's hilarious on it. Renee Young's she's good on it as well. But I just hope they don't end up giving Raw one, because Raw is long enough as it is. They don't need any more shit. And I'll talk about it tomorrow when I do my thing, but I'm enjoying SmackDown a lot more than Raw. But I'll get into that tomorrow. This is NXT. But I'll be watching this one live. I kind of wish they would do the takeovers on a Saturday all the time, or even a Friday. I'd like doing it through the week. Like I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch it now. Well, like Raw and SmackDown, it's not looking likely that I'm gonna have the time to watch NXT. Like if they have a takeover through the week in the future, we'll see. I'll try. I've changed things up the way I watch stuff now. Like before, I wouldn't watch anything until I got home, but now, ever since the holidays, and I thought like Raw and that was quite good when it first started. I thought, oh, I'm gonna start like not reading about anything before I watch it, because usually I'd read about stuff in the morning just to sort of save myself some time. But now I started watching like the pre-shows. Like, the last couple of weeks I did watch the pre-shows in the morning when I get up before I work, and then I get started on Raw when I get home and SmackDown. But this week I actually watched them when they aired, and then started watching Raw in the morning. But I don't know if I'm going to continue that, because the only reason I did that is because there's a lot of extra stuff this week. So I wanted to, just try and get as much watched as possible. Like there was that WWE 24 thing about the Women Revolution, and I've got another thing to watch. The special things they air here in the UK whenever there's a pay-per-view. It's about the Monday Night War, the WWE versus WWE, WWE versus WCW. There's that thing to watch. Then there's TakeOver Brooklyn, and then at the beginning of the week I was mega pissed off because SummerSlam's now 4 hours. Well, it was that anyway, but the 17-hour pre-show returns. Yes, I know, slight exaggeration, 16 hours. I'm sorry. I was very pissed off when that was announced. The only plus side is there might be some matches on it. It looks like Cesaro, Sheamus, and maybe the women's tag match should be on there. I just hope they at least put it on and not just talking for 2 hours. I hope so, because I don't mind the talking, but 2 hours is just too much, At least put some matches in there, I hope so. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. I just wanted to do this now since I'm going to have time to upload it, because I'm going to watch Main Event. and I don't think I'll be watching anything else. Actually, I don't think I'll really bother with anything else. 'Cause I'm kind of tired, and I'm just gonna sleep. Usually, I get up. I'll get up. I usually set my alarm for like 11 on a Saturday and Sunday, but since with all this wrestling, I'm just gonna sleep and just get up when I get up. 'Cause I'm planning on staying up all night tomorrow and Sunday. And I do have a half day on Monday, which is good. And I timed it well because there was going to be a thing where I was going to have to go away and work at some place. And the guy told me, and I was like, oh, I've got a half day on Monday, so I won't be able to do that. So I was like, yes, timed that well. But yeah, it's not like I couldn't. I've done it many times before, but I just prefer not to. I'd rather just get home and sleep a little bit, catch up on some sleep, and catch up on all the other wrestling stuff. But yeah, that's it. I don't really have much more to yap about. That's all things NXT spoken about. Like I said, the build to it's been actually quite good. Just hope the show delivers. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sure, subscribe, hit that like button, and tell me your predictions as well in the comments. And I'll see you for my review whenever the hell I get the show watched. And yeah, I do look really sleepy. There's been a few nights this week where I've only gotten about 4 to 5 hours. Like the last 2 nights I fell asleep watching stuff. Last night I fell asleep watching the Cruiserweight Classic and woke up at like 1 in the morning and tried to finish watching it. It took a while. I was pretty tired. I didn't get back sleeping again until like 6. So, you know, it's just a problem. That's what happened. I shouldn't have stayed up. Like Tuesday I ended up, like I said, I watched the SmackDown pre-show and it kind of, when I watched it and then I was reading about wrestling afterwards, I really shouldn't have done it because I ended up being up till like 2, half 2 or something, so I shouldn't have done that. I'll know for the future not to do that again. But yeah, at least I got a chance to catch up with some sleep this weekend. But that's it. I've yapped far too much. That's it.